Welcome to Aqua Dragon Light. Let's call in spirit today. Great Universal Mother, you who hold the light of creation in your veins and birthed the cosmos, nebula, galaxies, universes, solar systems, suns, planets, gods, goddesses, everything that puts this green marble beneath my feet and this ability to manifest and change in my heart and in my soul, be with me now, that I be ego-free and able to deliver the message that you have given me. Thank you, and welcome to all of you. I'm going to talk about a dream. This morning I dreamed I was sitting on a curb. I had boots on, and they were in good shape. They were boots I thought were in good shape. I was sitting on a curb in a dusty kind of area, and then somewhere in the distance there was a market. And I was approached someone in front of me. Those boots didn't have zippers, but these do. These are my visual aid. I was told, a voice told me, there's something wrong with your shoes. And I looked down at my shoes, and the heels were actually black and shiny and sharp, and I could see the sole. I looked at the edge of my boots, and I said, there's nothing wrong with my shoes. My shoes are fine. And I was guided to look not at this edge of my boot, but at this edge, and I said, well, the heel's a little worn, and there's something else wrong with your shoe. And I turned and rotated my shoe and looked at the other foot and turned it over. And as I did, I could see there was a nail a little bit loose up here. And I said, oh, I guess there's a nail a little loose. Maybe we should fix that. And as I looked at the shoe, the sole started to fall away. It started to disintegrate. And then I could see the bottom of my foot, and the sole was gone from the shoe. And then the other shoe developed problems. And before I knew it, I had shoes that had no soles. They were gone. And so I had this terrible problem. And I turned to look at this person that had been talking to me, and they had moved away. And beside me, there was half a dozen other people, and they all were saying, fix my shoes, fix my shoes. And this person, a dark-haired person in a kind of a striped bluish shirt, didn't really pay much attention to that, really. I found him a short distance ahead, and I said, what are you doing? You were talking to me. I was first in line, and I need help with my shoes. The soles have fallen off, and now I won't be able to wear them, and I can't walk, and now you're helping these other people and not me. And I didn't get a reply. That person just kind of stared at me and cocked their head as if they were asking me a question, but the question wasn't asked. And I woke up, and that stayed with me. And I think, meditating upon that the meaning of that is, it's pertinent to this message of Saturday, August 3rd, moon into Leo, the very end of the waning cycle of the moon. It's time to dig a little deeper and think about which upsets you need to release from your life in order to raise your vibration. That's off my little calendar. I take a page off every day. I've lost the front page, so I can't credit it. It's from Hay House. It's a Hay House calendar from Louise Hay, an annual one, I'm sure, if anybody wants to find one. But I find it very useful. At any rate, getting back to what I have analyzed, and this is just my analyzation about this shoe issue. We have a lot of shoes in our lives, and right now we need to be thinking about our lives like they're shoes. The shoes in our lives, what do these shoes need? what do we need to do with these shoes? These shoes are issues. These shoes happen to be from a bag I'm moving on in my life that I happened to just grab. But if you think of shoes as issues, okay, looking at shoes, looking at the boot that I started with, I was told something was wrong with my shoe. Something's wrong with your shoe in my dream. Right? And my reaction was to question that and say, no, actually the heels are good. This is really, and so I wasted time. And they were patient, and I got to look again, and well, I guess there's a nail coming out of my shoe. But I kept looking, and I wasted time. And then other people showed up. And by the time I figured out that there was indeed something wrong with my shoe, something that would turn into something seriously wrong with my shoe, that was going to impede my ability to move forward in life, that person was busy with other people, and I complained. And I think the message here is, if you're guided, something's wrong with your shoe, just say thank you. Fix my shoe. Thank you. Help me fix my shoe. Thank you. What can I do to fix my shoe? Because the first word out of my mouth in that dream was no. My shoe is fine. The universe can only give us what we allow the universe to help us with. So the message here is stop resisting. For me, the message is stop resisting. If you get guidance, accept guidance. If you get clear guidance, something's wrong with your shoe, accept that guidance. Ask for help. Accept help. Stop using the no word. I have said that recently, and go on to the next right action, the next yes. Thank you. Help me fix my shoe. What can I do to fix my shoe? And then you don't lose your place in line. You're still at the point of action, interaction with the universe, where it's there to help you, and there are not going to be 6 people ahead of you, and you're not going to be saying, but why aren't you helping me, when you figure out that you should have listened. And it's a very simple equation. You've been given guidance. Something is wrong with your shoe. Help me fix my shoe. It's interesting because I have a very old book from 1966. I went and got it out, the complete illustrated book of the psychic sciences. It doesn't even have an index, but it's got all kinds of things in it. And one of the things is dream analysis. And I went to shoes, and it said, worn in dirty shoes tell the dreamer to be tolerant and thoughtful of other people. It's got a couple other things it says too about shoes, but that one thing made me think, I wonder if what is wrong with my shoes is that I am not being tolerant in some way, that I am not accepting guidance that will help me work with others or be comfortable with others. That was an interesting little addition there, and I just thought you might like to see that and have that message. And so I put this together for that. And then I thought, well, maybe we'll pull a card and see if there's a shoe in it. And we're going to use a cat black deck, the Golden Tarot, which is a gilded deck, very pretty Renaissance art. So all kinds of, and maybe there'll be a shoe in there. It's just the deck I grabbed, and we're not going to do a big complicated thing. I just thought we would grab one card and see. Which one do you want it to be? This one's very prominent. Let's look and see. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles, a harvest. Ready to bring something forward. And there's the 10 of Pentacles. And do we find any shoes in this? I'm really curious about that. I don't know what that bird is sitting on, but I don't think it's a shoe. Well, it doesn't really matter. I think they are pretty good indicators that what I saw and what is happening in these cards is, it validates the fact that we're looking at something today that's important. It's time to move on. It's time to let things go. And it's time to look at your shoes and decide how you can accept guidance from the universe. There's something wrong with your shoe. Help me fix my shoe. Help me let go of my shoes. And I've got a bunch of shoes to let go. And with that, we're going to close. Thanks, Spirit. I thank you. I can't get these things to ring right. There we go. Peaceful breath, everybody. In, out. Thanks for stopping by, Aqua Dragonlight.